AITAH for not wanting to go on family cruise. SIL booked a 13-day family cruise to the British Isles. This cruise included my husband and I, our grown daughters and their families, his two brothers and their families, one brother and his wife and the other brother, whose wife booked the trip, and their two adopted kids and my father-in-law. In looking over the itinerary, I noticed that she placed my FIL in the room with my husband, and this cabin is maybe 300 SQFT. I don't have the best relationship with my FIL, as he has always meddled in my relationship. I contacted said SIL and asked why the FIL was booked in our room, because 3 people who weren't immediately related was ridiculous in that small space. She said that the cruise was full. I said that I would have to decline going because I needed my space, and that would be just too much for me. Or I even had a chance to discuss this with my husband. My SIL called my FIL and said since I wasn't going on the cruise, would it be okay for her teenage adopted son to share the room with him and my husband since they were good influences on him. My FIL called my husband, who in turn called me and said he didn't want to share a room with the teenaged son. Didn't say anything about me not going on the cruise. I said I didn't want to share a room with his dad. Further, I added that I didn't know one woman who would want to share a room with their father-in-law, and that the reason the room was booked that way was because my SIL knew I would skip the cruise because of that, so she could get what she wanted, which was her son out of her room. This started another argument. Long story short, my husband called the travel agent himself and found out the cruise wasn't full. There were plenty of open cabins available, so he booked us our own cabin on the opposite side of the ship from where all of the other rooms were. Everyone was angry at me for making a stink about the original room arrangements, and I said that their anger was misplaced and should have been directed at my SIL, who manipulated the situation to get what she wanted, her son out of her room, while making me look like the bad guy. AITAH.